Good evening.
Good evening.
This is Dan from Kenya. Now, what focuses me is that how do you get to know which chord? Because I can't get the chords. I don't know if my hearing is all wrong, but how do you know this is an E chord, this is a G chord, as the music goes? How do you actually know? That's what I just can't handle that.
Thank you for asking that question, because that's a really important question for a lot of people here. And there is a short version, there's a quick way, and then there's a longer way. And I'm going to tell you both, and I'm going to do it in under 2 minutes. All right. And hopefully we'll capture this content so that it'll be there for anybody if they need it in the future. So the short way is this: you Google it, or you ask a teacher or somebody who knows. Okay. That is literally the short way. Now, the long way, which I think is what your question is, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to pull up the loop, and I'm going to show you what to listen for. Okay, 72. So here's the loop. Listen to the bass. Train your awareness on the bass. So now let's listen. We, o, dee, o, dee. So you hear that bass note, and then you take it up the octave, since you're a violin player, so you hear higher register more than if it was Audrey. It wouldn't be the same issue because he plays low. But you're gonna say ooh, ooh. Then you find that note on your violin. You'll find its first finger on your D string. It's an E. And you say, okay, well, it's some kind of E chord. No. Second chord. No. That's the first finger on your G string. That's an A. And then it's the first note again. Ooh, E, it's E. Moo, moo, second finger on the G string. So you train your ears, you listen to the bass, and you listen for what feels like the most important notes that fall on those. And then it's some kind of E chord, some kind of A chord, some kind of E chord, some kind of B chord. And then you have to take a guess with the third, because it's either a major third or a minor third. And so there's one or two choices. Does that answer your question?
So we listen for the bass first.
Yes.
Then once you get the bass, then you start with that. Or
yes.
Huh?
Because most of the time, that root note, the E, most of the time we say it's some kind of E chord, and it's either minor or major. Everything that I give people here is a foundation of triads, right? Remember Pachelbel, everything chord stacks is based on triads. That's the foundation. So it's either a major triad or a minor triad, usually.
Okay, that's not an easy one, but it takes time.
Yeah, so for everybody here, what I would say, if you want to train yourself to be able to, transcribe a harmony of songs, I recommend that you go to Suzuki Book 1, if that's your jam, right? Or go to like lullabies that are familiar to you, that you've been hearing since you were 5, and transcribe those. Go to like pop tunes, like by the Beatles, that you've heard like your whole life or something like that. Transcribe those in the way that I just showed you.
Okay.
And then go from there. Cool.
I hear you.
Yeah, my pleasure. And just like with everything, remember there are many anomalies in music. There are many, like, I don't know what the word is, like exceptions, like variations. And so we got to watch out, because sometimes we'll just run into it and be like, I just can't figure out what's happening here. And it could be the song is tricky for some reason, or that bar is tricky for some reason. And that's when you just say, okay, that's okay. Or you ask me, or you Google it. That's going to work for everybody.